MATFORCE, the Yavapai County Substance Abuse Coalition, was established in 2006 and is celebrating 10 years of success. For the past 10 years, hundreds of community members from all walks of life have worked together to reduce drug and alcohol abuse and addiction. This work of MATFORCE has taken many forms. Over the past 10 years, the following projects were developed and continue on today.
MATFORCE really began in 2006 over the issue of methamphetamine. It was such a devastating scourge, and law enforcement came to the realization that law enforcement alone cannot solve a substance abuse problem. And it was an exciting time because we came to the table admitting that we did not have answers and went out to the community looking for solutions. We came together over methamphetamine and were so successful that we decided we wanted to continue. And so we expanded our mission to include underage drinking and all substances, and continue today working across agency lines in a very multifaceted way, looking for solutions to build healthy communities.
Well, at the same time that Sheila was working on creating MATFORCE over here, I was the new police chief in Cottonwood and was just kind of taken back by the amount of methamphetamine in the area, and began to communicate with people, began to try and come up with strategies to reduce the level of methamphetamine in Cottonwood and the Verde Valley. And at the point where I found out that what Sheila was doing, Sheila was kind enough to come over and say, hey, get involved in this, and I guess the rest is history.
I think what makes MATFORCE so successful is that everybody has a voice and everybody's welcome at the table. At MATFORCE, you will find people from recovery sitting side by side with law enforcement and prosecutors and behavioral health specialists. The other thing that makes MATFORCE so successful is that this is not just a job for the folks who are at the table. This is a passion and a commitment. These are folks who, year after year, are willing to roll up our sleeves, think outside of the box, look for new solutions, be open to suggestions, and pursue that passion for building healthy communities within which everyone has a chance to thrive and succeed.
I became interested in working with MATFORCE because of my interest in working with individuals and families who struggle with substance abuse. Through MATFORCE, it's been a rewarding experience to address a number of those goals. The projects that we've done to address those goals include providing professional evidence-based training, recovery celebration that we do on an annual basis, recovery coaching, and the Yavapai Reentry Project. It's been an outstanding experience working with MATFORCE.
Through MATFORCE, over 60,000 students and adults have heard a first-hand message about the harms of drugs and alcohol. It has been a privilege to be part of the MATFORCE Speakers Bureau, and having been given the opportunity to speak in schools, in juvenile detention and juvenile probation.
You know, I think the other thing that's made MATFORCE so successful is our staff. I've been involved in a lot of nonprofits, and if you don't have somebody that is working full-time on the interest of that nonprofit, it just doesn't seem to do as well. And so we were fortunate enough to bring on an executive director, a great executive director in Marilee Fowler. She's hired an excellent staff, and I think they've done a great job of not only sustaining what was originally started, but growing it and really tackling all the issues of substance abuse that we've seen in Yavapai County.
I was very happy to get involved with MATFORCE in the year 2011 because I was very aware of the prescription drug abuse epidemic present in our county, state, and country as well. Through MATFORCE, we've been able to increase the number of physicians, pharmacists, and law enforcement officers that are using the prescription drug monitoring site from the State Board of Pharmacy. In addition to that, we've decreased, through the cooperation of our hospitals in Yavapai County, the use of narcotics in their emergency room, and that, of course, has helped to reduce by 55% prescription drug abuse by youth in our county. In addition to that, we've collected 17,000 pounds of outdated and useless medications and properly disposed of those. I'm very, very proud to have been associated with the efforts that MATFORCE has made over the last 4.5 years.
I became involved with MATFORCE after the death of my son, Andy. Andy's suicide note stated, "Marijuana killed my soul, plus ruined my brain." Through MATFORCE, we have been able to spread awareness of the harms of marijuana. The Marijuana Harmless Think Again movement is now statewide in Arizona and utilized in over 20 states nationwide. I'm very thankful to be able to work with MATFORCE and to help in educating our kids and our society on the true harms and risks of marijuana.
I want to thank all the volunteers and all the people that have been involved in MATFORCE. Clearly, we couldn't have had the success we've had and sustained over 10 years without all those volunteers. It really has been gratifying to see how the Yavapai County community has come together to help MATFORCE be so successful.
Doug and I are truly honored to be co-chairs of this incredible organization. We were the original chairs, and we have continued for the past 10 years to chair an organization that is driven by passionate volunteers who continue to come to the table and roll up their sleeves. And without those volunteers, MATFORCE would not be the success it is today, because it's the volunteers driven by their passion, driven by their commitment, and driven by their belief that together we can make a difference that has made MATFORCE so successful. Thank you!